Morning everyone, I am back from the refugee camps in West Ethiopia, which was a moving experience actually. You could see and hear the beautiful singing of those teenagers, young adults.
That's why I'm praising.
In the morning, that's why I praise. In the noontime, that's why I praise. In the evening, that's why I praise all the time.
What I notice is that the faces of those refugees are filled with sadness, suffering accumulated along the years of being in a camp, separated sometimes from their families, still in South Sudan, and not seeing really much hope in the resolution of the conflicts plaguing Sudan and South Sudan. So I would like to go again and give that formation to young adults and also to leader catechists so that among the 80,000 refugees divided in 6 camps, they can in turn share everything we gave them during that week of formation. So, questions. Have you ever been on retreat? Yes, probably. You are good Catholics. At least once a year. You know, it's important to stop every activity, to plan well, and not only to go in holidays, but also to make time to listen to the Lord at least once, twice a year. Once per semester would be great if your time would allow. Because we are preparing heaven. So, have you ever had that experience to be pumped up when you left the retreat place, filled with good resolutions, having gone to confession, having a pure heart? It's wonderful, an experience, right? But less wonderful is the experience 1 week later of going back to our old habits, inclinations, not always holy, addictions maybe, and then we feel discouraged. No experience about that? I'm sure you have, like me. We are in the same boat, you know. It's not because I am a priest that I am different from you in regard to sin, temptations, and experiences like that. Why is there such a distance between our intention, for instance, to make good resolutions, and the application of those resolutions? Why is it so difficult? Well, thank you, Adam and Eve. It's your fault. Yeah, Adam and Eve's fault has fragilized our conditions to the point that there is too much distance between our intention and the realizations of those intentions. So we need to pray every day in order to strengthen those resolutions. Not to pray once a week, 1 hour when we go to Mass on Sunday. No, every day. Every day we eat. Stop eating for 1 day and you will see. Stop eating for 6 days out of 7 and you will see. We need food for the body. So, should we not receive spiritual food for our mind and heart by reading the gospel every day and praying every day? Yes, you know it. So let's make resolution to set up a schedule early morning when we get up and in the evening. So, this is what happened. The people of Israel were sinning when Moses was on the mountain. They fell into idolatry. You know, when we stop adoring God, we adore idols. We adore our computer. We adore Netflix. Yeah. We adore sometimes some people we are very attached to. And during this time, God is not adored. So, what happened? God became furious. It's a figure of style, of course. And he said to Moses, I'm going to exterminate your people. That's an interesting detail. They are not more the people of God, because God said, your people have rebelled. They fell into idolatry. So Moses is going to intercede for them. And so the first teaching of this passage is the power of Moses as intercessor for other people. We can pray for other people, and if we persevere, God may listen to our prayers. If what we ask for the soul of those people is good and holy, and pleasing to God. And at the end, well, God grants Moses that he's not going to exterminate his people. One more chance. That's the patience of God. Huh? And in the gospel, we have the three parables of the divine mercy. So what do we see? That God counts every sheep, every one of us. We are precious before God. We cannot say, oh, there are billions of people. Who cares? People don't care about me. I am alone. Sometimes some people are like that. Even God doesn't care. No, we cannot say that. He counts the stars of heaven. He knows them by name. So if he knows by name the stars of heaven, of course he knows the name of each one of us. That means when we were in our mother's womb, and before we were in our mother's womb, as it is said in Jeremiah, God formed us. He loved us eternally. What do we fear? So there is a lot of joy for the father of the prodigal son, who doesn't judge his son for having done all kind of stupidities. He just waits for him with open arms, the joy of the Father and the joy of all those who patiently wait for other people to ask for forgiveness and who finally forgive and receive forgiveness. So let us ask the Lord the same patience, the same loving mercy for everyone. That's how we are going to evangelize and to attract people to come back to Jesus, to come back to God, to come back through the intercession of our Mother Mary. God bless you all. Never be discouraged.